Alright, so if you are new to FL Studio, complete beginner's guide, alright, so you need to watch this video to the very end, because right after this you're gonna make your first beats. So I'm gonna walk you through FL Studio if you're a beginner. Yo, the name is Godstar once again, and still the solution carrier, providing solutions to your problems. Hit that subscribe button if you are new to this channel, turn on the notification bell, like the video, leave a comment. I subscribe. Alright, so if you install your FL Studio, you're gonna see something like this. Alright, next you're gonna walk through the most important feature that you need to familiarize yourself with if you are a newbie to FL Studio. Now, first thing first, how do you start a new project? What you need to do is to click on file over here. You can go through new from templates, and we're gonna start with empty. All right, so you're gonna click on this. We're not gonna save this, hit no. All right, so this is gonna start a new project. Next, we want to click over here, and this is the channel rack. All right, you can actually make it small by holding and dragging this side. All right, this is the channel rack, and the channel rack is where we're gonna put the notes, arrange notes over here, so that we're gonna create the drum pattern. So what we're gonna do is to introduce some of the sample case so that you can actually get what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna click over here. This is the browser. All right, and these are the samples. Or if you don't know how to add sample packs to FL Studio, don't worry, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna walk you through in the next coming videos. All right, so if you got a sample pack or element and you wanna add it on the channel rack, what you need to do is to hold and drag it and drop it over here. So now we have added the kick. Next, we're gonna add a clap. So let's go for clap. Super simple. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here. All right, and make sure you watch the video to the very end, because I'm gonna give you a free sample pack as a bonus. So we're gonna search claps over here. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing, hold and drag it over here. Now let's go for hi-hat. If you're a beginner, we're gonna create a simple drum pattern. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing over here. So the channel rack is where we're gonna arrange our notes. Next, before you start any beat, you need to set your tempo, and the tempo is how fast or slow you want that beat to be. So we're gonna click over here, the tempo. You can right click and browse through some of the presets over here. So we're gonna stick to 130 BPM, or you can actually click tab and you can actually hit on this. All right, based on the vibe and the speed of your sample or the beat you wanna create. All right, you can also hold and drag this all the way up and down to set the tempo that you want. All right, it's super simple. This is complete beginner's guide, and I'm gonna make things simple. So we're gonna click here once again and choose 130 BPM. All right, now that we've set our tempo and we have introduce some keys or sample packs over here, how do you create your first beat? So if you place a note here, it's gonna play this note. All right, that's super simple. So what we're gonna do is to arrange a simple drum pattern. Okay, it's super simple. Now listen. Okay, so as you can see, wherever that you place a note, there is gonna play when it gets to that point. Next, let's add this hi-hat. You can right click and fill it 2 steps. Okay, so you're gonna use this one. Now listen. That's super simple. Now that you know how you can actually arrange notes on the channel rack, so after playing everything and you want to add melodies, just click on this plus over here. let's choose any of the default plugins, which is FL keys. All right, so we're gonna click on that. Next, we're gonna click on presets and choose, let's go for pianos for now. All right, next we're gonna click on this, right click and go to piano roll, and the piano roll is where you can actually place notes and do more creative stuff. All right, so we're gonna add the notes. So let's add simple melody. So as you place any notes here, it's gonna play that particular note. Be careful, don't go crazy. Okay, so you're gonna hit Ctrl L to extend this note, delete this one. So you're gonna repeat the same thing if you're a beginner. And we're gonna make this one unique, sending this. Okay, so now as you can see, this is where we create melodies or add more notes. That's super simple. So subscribe to the channel if you are new here, give the video a like. This is completely for beginners, no crazy things over here. Okay, so we're gonna repeat this one, hold shift and drag, bring it to this part. So we're gonna stick to this melody, and now over here you can click plus and add more instruments, create more melodies. Now, how do you actually arrange this particular beat? Just go crazy after creating your first beat. What you need to do is to click on the playlist icon over here, and the playlist is where we can actually arrange our beat, starting from the intro to the verse, to the hook, to the chorus. Any part of arrangement are done on the playlist. Okay, so how do you split this thing? All you need to do is to right click and go to split by channel, and this is gonna split the individual. So you're gonna hold control and highlight all this, drag it over here. Okay, that's super simple. And we're gonna arrange the beat over here. Okay, so this is how the beat gonna play when you export it. To play from the playlist, you need to change from pattern to song. All right, now let's listen to this simple beat. So we can actually take some of the instruments or notes, think of any pattern that you don't want. So we're gonna take this off. Let's take the, as you can hear, now you can also do crazy stuffs over here by bringing. Okay, so you're gonna use this, double click on this, and we're gonna reverse this. Subscribe to the channel because I'll come back and take you through this particular process. It's super simple. Now let's listen to this. Okay, so we're gonna repeat the same thing over here. Next, let's go for another crash. Okay, and we're gonna add this one over here, reduce the volume by double clicking. Now let's listen to this, but before then I'm gonna put something over here. Okay, so on the playlist you can also add more samples. be creative. Beat making is all about creativity. And you can actually keep on arranging the beat based on what you want to achieve as a music producer or beat maker. Now, how do you link or route this to the mixer track? What you need to do is go back to the channel rack, then click here where you can see audio, then change it to all. Next, highlight all this and go to the mixer track by clicking on view mixer over here. Next, click on the first insert track, right click and go to channel routing. Next, move to route selected channel starting from this track. All right, and everything gonna be routed onto the mixer track. So now listen. And this is where we can actually add more plugins, mix our instruments or beat. Okay, so when I click on the piano, we're gonna add reverb. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here, give the video a like. So let's add reverb to this particular piano. And over here you can mix your beat anyhow you want. All right, if you are new to mixing, then subscribe to the channel because I will take you through step by step. So we're gonna also add reverb to the hi-hat. Reverb, let's go for reverb, make it large. And you can actually control the gain stage of your beat over here. All right, if you don't want this, you can actually change the size of your mixer track by clicking here, go to wide 3, compact 1, then even extra large like this. That's pretty simple. So now that you've produced your new beat, how do you export this particular beat? What you need to do is to click on files and head over to export. Now you can choose wave, mp3, media file, then FLAC file. Right, so we're gonna stick to waves. If you play a beat in FL Studio, the best is to save it as wave file. All right, then after that give it a name. So we're gonna call it my first beat in FL. All right, next you need to choose the destination where you want to save that beat. So I'm gonna save it at music, hit save. And now guys, pay attention here. We're gonna export this in wave file, but if you want to also export in mp3, you can actually take any of these. I'm cool with the mp3 and the waves. All right, so take this, make sure your settings is super simple like this. Okay, if you are done, just click on start. All right, so it's gonna export as you can see, and now this beat has been exported. Let's close FL, go to music, then you can see my first beat. Let's double click and listen. All right, so there's the beat. If you are cool with these videos, give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Now that you know how to make your first beat in FL Studio, how can you add plugins in FL Studio? I mean, Nezos, think of Hypersonic. Then watch the next video that will pop up on the screen. Until then, see you in the next videos.